Okay. Secondary activities or manufacturing. Change raw material into products or of more value to people. Okay. What is secondary activity? See now there is primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. Okay. So in industry there is a secondary activity which is going on. Okay. It is not the primary because primary activity is done by the agricultural farmer, laborer. Okay. They do primary activities. But in the industry, the secondary activities are conducted. Okay. See, secondary activities of manufacturing change raw material. Okay, this is the raw material. So they change this raw material into products. This is the product. Okay, of more value to people because if I give you plant, can you use it? No, it is not so valuable. If I give you book, can you use it? Yes. That is why I have written it's more value to people as have seen pulp can change into paper and paper into wood. If pulp which you get from here, it change into paper and then paper they bind it and you get a book. So it is more useful. That is always it's called as secondary activities because you are not planting a tree, you are not cutting it, you are only using the pulp which you get from the primary activity to get your finished product. Understood? This present the two stages of the manufacturing process. The paper made from pulp and the cloth made from the cotton have add value added to them at each stage of the manufacturing. Here, if they cut, they take less money. Then other thing, it will go in the industry. They will charge some money. Then they send it to the manufacturer. They will charge some money. Then they make pages. They will charge some money. Then after that, it will come to the binding person. He will charge some money. Then after that, it will come to the bookseller who sells the book. He will charge some money. So the price of the book, suppose the book cost is suppose 100 rupees. So this 100 rupees is the value added because here in 100 rupees everybody is having its own share. Industrialist is having its own share, then manufacturer is having his own share, then binding person is having his own share, and the person who have put colors is having his own share. So, but that is called as value added because value at each stage has been added here. But we don't go and pay personally. We don't go to the farm and we don't pay the farmer, take 5 rupees, then this binding take 10 rupees. I say we don't do. We pay the final amount of this book because whenever production process is going on, farmer as soon as he cuts, he takes his money and then he sits at the side. Then industrialist वो भी अपना पैसे लेके साइड में बैठ जाता है. Then retailer, wholesaler, then from wholesaler retailer gets the book. Wholesaler means he having it the lot. From there retailer, small shopkeeper, he takes. From there, even small shopkeeper, he takes the book and then he sells to us. So all of them they distribute the money and you pay only to the final thing. Okay. Suppose this book cost is 100 rupees. But the shopkeeper who from where you got this book, to him the book cost would be only 80 rupees because 20 rupees is his profit. Okay, that is what is written here. It's very big concept. Suppose I'll tell you bread. Okay, so bread from where you get wheat. From where you get wheat from the farm. Okay, so farmer he will grow the wheat, then he will take his money. Then somebody will wash it. They will take the money. Then somebody will grind it, that flour, whatever wheat flour, he will take the money. Then other bakery person, he will bake the bread, he will take his money. Then somebody will pack it, okay. Then somebody will give it to the wholesaler, then retailer, from the retailer, shopkeeper, and from shopkeeper we will give. So at each stage they take away the money, whatever it is. And at the final product, we have to give the final cost up to the shopkeeper, okay.